Nova Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, big news in the world of boxing, right? Now I was able to listen to one uploader, not all of it, because it's a live stream, but a little bit, about 15 minutes of it, right? The news is the PBC, it's a boxing entity, is going to make its own belt, its own championship belt. And the PBC is, run by Al Heyman. A lot of people know that name in boxing. You don't see him because he's not being seen. It's a brother, and he knows better to talk in the media because it just doesn't, it's a waste of time, right? So he doesn't, right? So a lot of people, the PBC, the boxing series, people know it's a lot of boxers there, over 100, and they're going to make their own belt. Now, it's not confirmed, but they've been talking about this for a while, and I'm telling you, I knew this was about to happen. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before in any of my videos, but I'm pretty sure I did, because it's time. It's time for new belts. And I'm going to tell you, the straw that broke the camel's back was that franchise championship that was made about a month ago to enable Canelo Alvarez not to fight Jamal Charlo. Then they followed it up by having Lomachenko as a franchise champion, and then he didn't have to fight his mandatory, which was a formidable one in Devin Haney. Now, those were just too blatant. And I think at that particular time, people were like, okay, that's it. We're not watching this anymore. Because people work their way up to mandatory status, and they don't get an opportunity to fight. Now, our champion, Deontay Wilder, WBC heavyweight champion, you know this guy wants to be undisputed. Now, Deontay Wilder said he don't want nothing like that. Right? He don't want no belt where I don't have to fight my mandatories. So they never explained what it was. Now, Mauricio Salaman walked out of a press conference because they were asking questions about it. He didn't have no answers because basically they hurried up and made the belt, right? Because it's like, oh, how do we get Canelo out of this Charlo fight? He's mandatory. He's been there forever, right? So he didn't have any answers. Now, your boy 78 Sports got an interview with somebody at WBC, and he said, they told him that it's because, the fighters, the champions have moved from division to division. Because they've had time to think of something, because Lomachenko's moved from division to division, the Canelo's moved of other division, right? But I ain't good with that either, okay? That's not good enough. Why? Because my point is, moving up in divisions started because you were the baddest one in your division. Right? And then you can move up to another division, other challenges, while the other guys in the division you were at sorted out. That's not the case with either of those guys, right? Canelo is not the best at middleweight. There is an undisputed fight in Demetrius Andrade, undisputed fight, which I'm going to keep reminding you guys, undisputed fight with Demetrius Andrade that he don't want. And Demetrius Andrade been wanting it forever. Jamal Charlo is there, and that's going to be a formidable, hard fight. He's been the mandatory forever. Right? So there you have it. He's not the best until that's done. So where you going? To fight an easier fight. 4-1 odds fight in Canelo's favor against Kovalev. He's not going to be 4-1 against Andrade. He's not going to be 4-1 against Jamal Charlo. Guaranteed. Right? If he was, we're going to all get rich here. Okay? Because it's not. Be 2.5 to 1, 185 to 1. Watch what I tell you. And Lomachenko, bad boy, whatever. But there's Devin Haney and others. So you're moving around weight division. That's not it. And if so, then damn it, Terrence Crawford, even though he ain't WBC, you should be trying to send him, get a franchise championship to him immediately because he's undisputed. So the same thing with Alexander Usyk, undisputed. Franchise, right away. They're moving up divisions, right? So it's no substance there. So the PBC has gotten upset. Well, not really upset. I just know it's like we're sick of it. It's done. Make our own belt. We have enough fighters, and hey, if we're gonna just have belts everywhere, then we can have these fighters fight each other like the UFC, and we have our own belt. That way, we can have an undisputed fighter, right? That's what's going on because we know when Joshua fights Andy Ruiz Jr., let Andy Ruiz Jr. win, right? And first of all, Joshua was not going to try to get undisputed. We know that. He's stated it on several occasions. So if Ruiz wins, he wants to become undisputed. Normally, undisputed trumps everything. We keep not talking about it. It trumps everything. Like the mandatories, y'all hold up. We have an undisputed fight. Everyone should be rejoicing and everything. No, the WBO is going to put somebody in there, if it's Usyk or whatever, and Kubrat Pulev and IBF. They're going to strip these guys. We know that. So at the end of the day, right? All that undisputed don't trump these other fights, these mandatories and all that. In this case, because they don't want it to. It's a circus, right? It's a whole lot of racism involved in this, right? That's another problem, and that's why the PBC is like, if you guys are not going to give fighters of color an opportunity to become great, we're just going to call these people great, and then they don't never have to fight anybody else that's great, and they don't have the opportunity to become great. If you're going to keep doing that, then we're just going to handle our own business. That's what this is. And for those who are upset that I'm saying something, whatever with you, because you can watch the impeachment hearings if you want to find out. You know, there's people that are still backing Trump, knowing everything he's done, all the criminal activities, things that can hurt the United States of America. Knowing that, still, even to the point of ambassador to Ukraine, Yovanovitch, a woman, being threatened by men. At that point, some men would say, hey, hold up, man. Like, by 80% of men population would be like, hold up now, I'm racist and everything, but you can't be threatening a woman like that. That would irk you. Not these guys. Even that. So if they're capable of doing that, I just try to put it in perspective for you. Some boxing, if we can do a little stuff to finagle and ignore some brothers, we're going to do it. Right? Simple as that. So PBC, like I said, are going to make their own belts. And you know what? They should at this point. Unless we start getting undisputed. If undisputed starts making sense to people again and everybody wants undisputed and there's cries for undisputed, which the fans should, but the fans are racist too. That's why they don't care about undisputed. But if the fans start asking for undisputed and the boxing community, the boxing powers that be gives us undisputed, then we don't have to. If not, PBC, make your own belts because franchise don't mean nothing. It's not more important than yours. Now is it? Handle y'all business. And another thing, again, I told you, this is what boxing gets. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.